Meantime, we wanted to find out how investigators are handling a situation of this magnitude. And joining us now is former Phoenix Police Sergeant Andy Hill. And Andy, we know after 9/11, a lot of police departments really had to develop a plan for dealing with acts of domestic terrorism. Give us an idea, likely, what steps Boston police are taking right now in dealing with this.
Well, Steve and Katie, there's a lot of things going on right now. We learned so much from 9/11, and everywhere in the country, police departments began to practice and train with their fire departments, other public safety, the federal agencies, the FBI, ATF, all types of departments are getting involved. And right now, they're all descending upon Boston, and they're going to begin an investigation that may take a very long time to solve. They're going to begin at the beginning, which is where the blast seat was, where the first blast occurred. They're going to go through all the possibilities of evidence, beginning from the building, around the blast site, even to the victims who may have embedded in them pieces of that device. And then they're going to look at everything surrounding the device when it went off, the color of the cloud, the type of materials that have been involved in it. And then they have to look at the people who would do something like this and why. Was that device enhanced with some type of fragmentation? There's 100 questions that they're going to have to begin to answer, and they're going to take their time. They're not going to make any assumptions till they get through it all.
And what about the special areas? You know, each city has specific areas that would be of concern. Where do eyes first go in Phoenix to protect people?
Well, what you want to do is, the tendency is for public safety to run towards a scene where something happens. If there's a blast, the first thing you want to do, and I hope this is the question you're asking me, is you want to get away from that area. You don't want to be around for a secondary device. What we had today was a secondary device. There may have been others, we don't know. We don't want to draw any conclusions and say that incident at the Kennedy Library was not involved, but you want to get away from that to a safe place and try and get information. The cell phone service was cut off, of course, for a reason, so communication is going to be difficult, but you want to get to a safe place away from where that occurred.
Yeah, I know that so many people started to have thoughts of 9/11. In fact, the gal I just spoke with on the phone, she thought of 9/11 right away and just kept running. Thank you for joining us and giving us a bit more perspective here in the Valley.